Heaven's Journey to Life. Sex as Positive Energy Addiction. Day 74. To read this post, it must be understood that we're walking this process in blog, Heaven's Journey to Life, multidimensionally, which means each post covers one dimension, but is interconnected into and as multi-dimensions in our process of walking the point in question of who I am and how this I created and manifested this entire physical existence. Thus suggested to read this blog from day one, as many of the points in previous dimensions and days and posts are always brought through into the next days and dimensions and posts, as all the dimensions interconnect as the multidimensionality we've created and manifested as our separation as energy and consciousness from and of life and equality and oneness. Thus, if one is faced with this post and have not yet read this blog from day one, suggest that self first start from day one, as otherwise one will have no context of many dimensions that is walked in this post that has been dealt with in detail in previous posts. As mentioned in the previous post, we're having a look at the statement, if you know the beginning, you know the end, within the context of our relationship as human beings, as the mind to the physical body, within and as our relationship to attraction, love, and sex, within and as desire, where sex had become the quantification of the process of attraction to love to sex, in that human beings have become manifestations of energy as mind that search and seek for that ultimate positive energy experience, desire. And so sex had simply become the satisfaction of desire, of and as the mind and energy, equal to and one with, in the beginning, how the merging within and between the manifested singularities was simply the satisfaction of desire, for and as energy. And so within this, how we as human beings, as minds, simply exist to satisfy desire as energy, and why and how within this we have become a humanity divided and separated to such an extent that we do not even know how to consider and regard others as ourselves in equality and oneness, and even considering to commit ourselves and our lives to a global solution, as our desire for our own satisfaction of and as energy had come to be more valued than life itself. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to, from the beginning to now, in equality and oneness, within as energy and substance, the mind and the physical, seen, realized, and understood, how the statement, if you know the beginning, you know the end, applies to our current relationship to attraction, love, and sex as human beings and minds, from our beginning relationship to attraction, the merging, and the externalized positive energy experience within and between the Eve and female and Adam and male singularities. Where from the beginning, our beginning as manifested singularities in our relationship and existence as energy experience, in our energy existence relationship to substance, our primary existence as energy was the survival of ourselves, within and as the friction and conflict action consuming substance to transform into energy, which originated energy's existence within and as fear and fear of loss, that would initiate and motivate and so drive the manifested singularities to continue moving forward into the depths of existence and substance and inward into the depths of their beingness and substance, to constantly and continuously consume substance to transform into energy, while at the same time, within and as the very nature and existence of energy, within and as fear and fear of loss of survival, existing for its one and only optimum evolutionary pinnacle experience of the externalized positive energy experience that was discovered within and as the equality and oneness merging within and between the two manifested singularities. And so the manifested singularities was driven, motivated, and initiated by and through fear and fear of loss and desire, fear and loss of their own existence and survival, and desire for their own optimum evolutionary pinnacle experience of and as the externalized positive energy experience. With human beings as the mind's relationship to the physical, still exists today within and as this relationship of fear and fear of loss of their own survival and existence as consciousness itself and desire for and of that optimum evolutionary pinnacle positive energy experience as reaching and attaining the ultimate purpose and life experience within themselves and their lives. And so in the beginning, with the manifested singularities moving into and as their oneness and equality merging in manifestation each and every time, merging and manifesting with a different manifested singularity as the moment two manifested singularities reached the negative energy experience, friction, and conflict, it was interpreted as an end, as though the two that initially merged and manifested would not again be able to reach and attain that equilibrium of the positive energy experience accumulation within and between each other. And so, desire manifested within and as the manifested singularities. And literally, all that they were doing is merging and manifesting with each other into and as the equality and oneness of and as the externalized positive energy experience, directed by and through energy experience, within and as desire through attraction for the love and positive energy experience within and between each other. And so, within the statement, if you know the beginning, you know the end, and having a look at human beings' relationship to attraction, love, and sex, which had become quantified in the sense that attraction is experienced, which accumulate instantly into and as the love, as accumulation of positive energy experience within the mind-physical relationship, and so will, whenever attraction is experienced, immediately manifest the prospect of sex within themselves and between each other. And so, within human beings, as the mind's relationship to the physical, what sex has become is a mere satisfaction of desire initiated and manifested through attraction for and as the mind as energy's interest in experiencing that ultimate life and positive energy experience, for and as energy, as what sex manifests for the mind and energy existence, as a quantification of and as positive energy. And so, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to, from the beginning to now, in equality and oneness with and as energy and substance, the mind and the physical, seen, realized, and understood how we as human beings, as minds, have become no different to where we started as manifested singularities, with no consideration or regard for who we are or who another is, as we allow the lead of energy experience, from desire to attraction to love and sex, as if one have a look at the merging and manifestation of and as the manifested singularities in the beginning, it was within and during the merging process that the externalized positive energy experience was experienced within and between each other. And so, why and how today, sex had become to equal love and sex as the act of love, when it is actually, in fact, within and during the sexual process of the two human bodies merging and manifesting, moving closer and closer and closer together, equal to and one with how the manifested singularities were moving closer and closer and closer together, where the orgasm is equal to and one with the externalized positive energy experience accumulation within and between the two manifested singularities. And so, as the externalized positive energy experience accumulation manifested as love, within and as the merging and manifestation process, the very equal and one merging manifested as love itself. And so with human beings, as the orgasm is equal to and one with the positive energy experience accumulation as love, within and as the during the merging and manifestation process of the manifested singularities, now existent, equal to and one with sex, the very act of sex came to manifest as love, an ultimate positive energy experience as orgasm. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand that this context of love with sex as love and the merging of the singularities as love is love within the context of the pure nature of energy itself, within and as this love as sex and merging, representing for the mind and energy, the ultimate positive energy experience accumulation and manifestation, and does not mean the emotional feeling experience of love that human beings come to experience within and between each other in various degrees and ways and definitions. But the primary origin of and as love as the ultimate positive energy experience accumulation for and as energy, and now the mind, had come to manifest as it was in the beginning within and as the merging process to now as sex, where human beings in their relationship to sex have sex with various partners, where sex had equally as one as it was in the beginning, only become the satisfaction of the desire for energy within and as its ultimate positive energy experience accumulation within itself. In this, I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how the love experience within and between two partners is simply the extension of space-time within and as the relationship between desire, attraction, love, and sex, where their experiences within their mind-physical relationship between desire, attraction to love, and sex manifest within and as their physical space and time process at a slower rate and speed than other human beings whose process of desire to attraction and love and sex can manifest in an instant which take human beings to the point of simply selecting partners for sex. But in both instances, whether within the relationship scenario or instant sex, the energy and mind processes within and as the dynamics of desire, attraction to love, and sex is equal and one and exactly the same. The only difference is the speed and rate to which the mind quantify its energy processes within itself. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to, from the beginning to now, in equality and oneness, within as energy and substance, the mind and the physical, seen, realized, and understood how we're now within existence as the mind's relationship to the physical, manifested as the end from the beginning, as we're now physically directly exposed regarding the truth of our existence as the mind that only exists when it comes to relationships, within and as the interrelationships between desire, attraction, into and as love, as sex, where human beings as minds exist for one thing and for one thing only, sex and the ultimate energy and life experience, as seen within and as the extent to which the mind of the human being become obsessed and possessed with and as sex and sexuality as it was and is from the beginning. The mind and energy's primary purpose, reason for existing, sex, and the ultimate positive energy experience accumulation and love. This sex as love, as ultimate positive energy experience, can also manifest within one's relationship to money and material possessions that start with the process of desire of a particular possession and money experience, and then to attraction when, as the possession and money experience opportunity presents itself, and then the love and experience process as the more and more one get closer and closer to getting and having and obtaining and possessing the money experience and possession, the more and more the energies within self's mind accumulate, and then to the actual sexual orgasm instance where one come to get, own, and possess that money experience and possession. And so with spirituality, where human beings start off with a desire for an experience, and then an attraction when and as an opportunity within a particular spirituality meet that desire as a superiority that the individual within their minds want to fulfill and complete and evolve into, and then the love experience as the human being in their minds move closer and closer and closer into and as the spiritual teaching, to eventually the sexual orgasmic absolute attainment of and as the initial desire, of and as the accumulation, of and as the positive energy experience. And so the human being as mind believe they have reached and attained their optimum life experience in this world, on this earth. In the next post, we'll continue with more detail regarding the relationship between the manifested singularities and their merging and manifestation process of oneness and equality regarding the difference in space and time that manifested within the interrelationships between desire, attraction, and love and sex, where some experience it within space and time extended, and others in immediacy, and will in post to come walk the difference within the extent of accumulation of the positive energy experience, which had come to manifest as various definitions of love. But the origin of and as that experience of love is exactly the same, energy as the positive energy experience. I commit myself to show how, within and as the statement, if you know the beginning, you know the end, which essentially mean that, within and as our nature and existence as origins within and as the beginning, we will equally as one remain as is until the end, how we ourselves exist as the beginning and so the end, which is what we've done within existence. We had from the beginning existed within our manifested and patterned awareness of and as our acceptances and allowances of who I am and will be, and so have become and remained within our relationships to our inferiorities and superiorities, which manifested the existence of desire, attraction, and so love, that initially manifested within and as the merging as the positive energy experience accumulation, which now had come to manifest as sex, as the orgasmic experience accumulation. This sex and orgasm, which manifest multidimensionally from relationships to sex to money to consumerism to spirituality to religion, etc., all human beings existing for one thing and one thing only, the ultimate energy and life experience for and as themselves and themselves alone. And so we're now in the end as the beginning, where the beginning and the end is ourselves, here, as what humanity has become within and as our existence as the mind and consciousness of energy that only search for and look for that ultimate energy experience satisfaction. I commit myself to show how and why the consequences in relation to sex had become so rife within this world, as the mind consciousness of energy has no consideration, regard, or care for anything and anyone else, but its own satisfaction of its desire and attraction, love and sex processes as a manifestation and attainment of and as that ultimate life and energy and positive experience, which had become the primary purpose of human beings' lives on this earth. And so human beings, as minds, will go to whatever lengths and extents just to have, get, obtain, and possess that ultimate and evolutionary positive energy and life experience of and as the mind and consciousness of energy, which had manifested extensive consequences within humanity regarding our relationship to sex, to ourselves, and to each other, where sex had become a possession within human beings and humanity as the external mirror of ourselves, showing and revealing the consequences of our obsession and possession with desire, attraction, and love and sex, and the extent to which the mind can possess a human being just to get, have, obtain, possess that gratification and satisfaction of and as energy. In this, I commit myself to show how those obsession and possession with sex and the consequences this manifest within ourselves, our lives, and that of others is equally as one, the extent to which human beings are obsessed and possessed with money and the money experience in their sexual relationship of desire and attraction to and towards money that manifests the consequence of the separation from themselves, and so the rest of humanity, that would continue within their obsession and possession with money, with no consideration, regard, and care for the consequences money itself manifests within and as the majority of and as this physical existence. I commit myself to show that as long as we accept and allow ourselves to be obsessed and possessed with and as desire, attraction, as love and sex within and as the context and nature of seeking and searching for that ultimate love and energy and life experience that only serve the interest of and as our own minds, as relationships, sex, religions, spiritualities, money, consumerism, had come to physically prove that it does in no way contribute to the well-being and lives of all of humanity in oneness and equality. On the contrary, it only satisfies the desires of those who, within and as their own self-interest of their own personal desires, manifest a relationship to that something and someone, and so the process of attraction and love and sex and the ultimate energy and life experience ensue. That we are so internally and externally possessed with energy within and money without, that we're not seeing and deliberately do not want to see the evidentiary consequences, energy and mind within and money and the world system without, is manifesting within and towards this physical existence. And in this not seeing and wanting to see our direct responsibility to the existence of this world system of money as is, because as long as we exist in the mind and energy, satisfying our energy desires, we'll accept and allow the world system of money to continue as is, satisfying our money desires. And in this desire and possession, we'll accept and allow the suffering of countless of animals, humans, nature, the earth, just for desire. It's time for human beings to wake up out of the illusion of energy and start seeing and realizing and understanding what we've done and become to ourselves, each other, and this physical existence as a whole.